This is the Wuben E7, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Upon unboxing, you'll find the manual, the E7 itself, a C-type charging cable, a lanyard, some extra O-rings, and of course a 3.6 volt 1100 mAh 18350 rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The E7 is made of aluminum alloy, is IP68 water resistant up to 2 meters for 1 hour, has an impact rating of 1.5 meters, and weighs just under 80 grams or just under 3 ounces with the 18350 battery on board. And the weight of the E7 along with the 18650 battery is just under 120 grams or just over 4 ounces. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now just in case I leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test starting in the 1800 lumen turbo mode using the included 18350 battery, the E7 ran for 1 minute at 1800 lumens and then it stepped down to the 800 lumen step down mode for another minute before stepping down to the actual 400 lumen high mode, and then it ran at that mode for a little while before stepping down to the 150 lumen mode for the remainder of the test for a total runtime of 1 hour and 31 minutes with step downs from turbo. And during my secondary runtime test using the sold separately Wuben 3.7 volt 3400 mAh 18650 battery, the E7 ran for 5 hours and 4 minutes before the battery became completely depleted. All of the outputs ran for a significantly longer time with the 18650 battery as expected. Next up, during my thermal output test using the 18350 battery, the E7 reached a max thermal output of 108 degrees Fahrenheit or 42 degrees Celsius after about 1.5 minutes of use. And the results using the 18650 battery were exactly the same as well. And moving along to my recharge time test using my Anker charging block, the E7 with the 18350 battery took just 1 hour and 30 minutes to fully recharge from completely depleted, and the 18650 battery took a little under 3 hours to recharge as well. And now let's take a brief tour of the modes and general operation of the Wuben E7.
Alright guys, now we're taking a look at the Wuben E7, and this is what this light looks like. It's a pretty nice looking little flashlight. You got your buttons on the top, you got your magnet on the bottom. Now let's take a look at all of these things. Now first off, you got your pocket clip here, and that's a pretty sturdy pocket clip. That's not going anywhere. You're going to be able to hold your stuff, hold this to your backpack or your belt or wherever you want to put this, and it's going to stay nice and sturdy. You also have a little loop there in the back if you want to put the lanyard there. And over by the magnetic base here, you have another little hole there where you can put your lanyard as well. And then of course you have on the top here, this C-type charging port that's covered by a rubber flap. And once that rubber flap is lifted, it exposes the C-type charging port. I'm not 100% sure if that's a sealed port or not, but the manual says that it is IPX68 or IP68 water resistant up to 2 meters for 1 hour, which is pretty decent in my opinion. Now, as far as the button on the top goes here, you press the button, that light turns blue. Once it gets to below 40%, the light is going to turn red. When that happens, you're not going to be able to access the turbo mode, which is like this, 1, 2, and that's the turbo. So that's not going to be available in the below 40% battery power. The reflectors are pretty nice. They're the orange pill reflectors, and you got 2 Osram P9 LEDs in there. Cool white 6500K, and those are pretty nice LEDs. Now moving along to that magnetic base there. There you go. That's going to stay wherever you put it. Pretty sturdy, pretty strong magnet. I like it, and I think you guys are going to like it too. Now let's jump along over here to the lockout mode. You're going to press the button 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It's going to go into that lockout mode. It's going to flash a few times, and then whenever you push the button, it's not going to turn the light on. To get out of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're out of that lockout mode, and you can cycle through. Now as far as the cycling goes, you turn the light on by pressing the button. You hold this button down, and it's going to cycle through. You got your low, you got your medium, and then you get your high. Like I said before, to access turbo, double click, 1, 2. And then of course, moving along to the strobe, 1, 2, 3, that's gonna be the strobe. You can access that when the light's off or while it's on, so direct to strobe, 1, 2, 3. And then that's gonna be 1000 lumens. If you want to access the SOS, that's 1, 2, 3 again. and that's going to bring you into the SOS, and that's going to run at 200 lumens. Also, one thing that kind of bugged me about this light was it does not have a direct to low mode or ultra low or whatever. Like usually most flashlights, you just hold down the button and it just accesses that low mode. Doesn't have that on this light. Not impressed with that feature. For those of you that are interested in the accessories in the bundle, they do have a couple accessories that come in a bundle with the light itself as is. So this is going to be part of the bundle. You have this head strap here, and this head strap, how that functions is pretty simple. All you got to do is you take the light itself and you just slide it into this little compartment there. It locks in via that little clip back there, and you're good to go. You're going to be able to adjust it. See how it's nice, robust mechanism there, and it's nice. You're going to be able to angle that wherever you want, however you want. You can push the button on the side, but if you don't want to push the button on the side, they did include this sensor in the bundle as well. Like I said, I think it's $49.97. And you plug that in there like so, and you're gonna see that little light turn on in there, and see how that turned on in there. And you're gonna hold this, you're gonna push this into, well, actually you should probably put this on first before you do that. And then you plug it in like so. And now what that sensor is gonna do is say that you're out and about, you're doing your thing, and you don't wanna, you have your hands are gross or something, you touch something gross. You're gonna be able to go like this, and wave your hand, and it's going to turn on the light, and you're going to be able to go in proximity, and you hold your hand in front of it, it's going to step right through, so you're not actually touching it. So that's good for people if you're a mechanic or something and you don't want to end up touching and get your headlamp all gross while you're working on a project, or say you're working in the house, say your HVAC or something like that, something your hands are getting nasty. You don't have to touch your headlamp at all. But it is a convenient thing, it's there. The one thing I didn't like that they didn't include in a bundle, which I think is actually more useful, is the extender and the extra battery. I mean, the extra battery, of course, you're gonna have to buy that separately, but I like the extender. I think they did a really good job with the extender. You just take the magnetic base off of the light itself, you take the battery out, and then you go ahead and you put that in there. It threads through like that, and you'll see it all kind of lines up. And you're gonna be able to use this in the headlamp portion as well. So you're gonna be able to fit that in there, and it's gonna look nice, and same thing, you know, it's all the same, but it's gonna give you tons more runtime with the 18650 versus the 18350. No offense, little guy, but you're not doing the trick. She likes them big. Did I really say she likes them big? Oh, I'm gonna lose my channel. My channel is gonna go. We're going down the gutter here. Let's go ahead and we're gonna take this outside and see what it does in the dark.
The Wuben E7 has a max beam distance of 132 meters or 433 feet in the 1800 lumen turbo mode. It also has a max candela of 4,356 CD and utilizes two Osram P9 LEDs with a color temperature of 6500 K. There is also a 5000 K neutral white version on the Wuben website.
Alright guys, we are outside with the Wuben E7. I'm going to throw this into the 5 lumen mode. The railing in front of us there is 20 feet away. And that's what 5 lumens looks like from 20 feet away. Now I'm going to throw this into the 150 lumen mode. That's what 150 lumens looks like. Now I'm going to throw this into the 400 lumen mode, and this is what the 400 lumens looks like. And now I'm going to double tap. Now this is 1800 lumens. This is what the 1800 lumen mode looks like from 20 feet away from the railing in front of us here. As you can see, that's nice and bright. You can actually see everything that's around you. Shining off into the distance there, you can see the tree line from 100 feet away from the camera right now. Not too bad. And now we're going to test the strobe. That's what the strobe looks like. And of course, that's 1000 lumens. And then we're going to go into the SOS. This is 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3 again. And this is what the SOS looks like at 200 lumens. And if I go ahead and put this here like this, you can see that's what it looks like. Nice and bright. You're going to be able to see that from a long way off. This is 5 lumens. We're going to walk down these stairs and jump it up to 150 lumens. 150 lumens, you can really start making things out. Turn this corner here, you can see what's in front of you. But if you have 400 lumens, you're going to be able to see what's in the bushes there. you're going to be able to really kind of peek out. We're going to go down these stairs here. 400 lumens. It's pretty cool. Now, if I wanted to jump this up to the 1800 lumens, this is what 1800 lumens looks like, guys. That's crazy. That's nice and bright. You can really start making things out. I got 1 minute of use out of this, but a tree line all the way back there is about 100 feet away from where I'm standing right here. I turn it off, I show you, it's total blackness. And then that 1800 lumens, that really brightens everything up. You can see it into the woods there, all the way back there. Not bad, guys. This is such a nice bright light too. You can turn this off. See, it's pretty dark out. Earlier, there was a little possum back here, but I don't see him anymore. But yeah, pretty decent. I mean, look at that. That is so bright. I like the way that the beam is evenly distributed. It's got a nice diffused look, but also it has a little punch to it. You see all the way up into the trees up there. Not bad at all, guys. And they got the strobe here. It's getting that time of year again. We got ghosts. But yeah, this is definitely something that I wouldn't mind having in my pocket if I ever ended up in the woods at night. Very, very nice. You can see everything nice and clear.
Now for my pros and cons. First, the pros. The output levels and the run times make for a reliable flashlight. This would be an excellent choice for camping or to just toss in a medical bag or IFAC or vehicle maintenance. This would be a perfect light for those vocations. Now for the cons. I found the placement of the power button and the charging port to be slightly awkward. Despite their functionality, I encountered the issue of inadvertently pushing down on the charging port when attempting to press the power button. But that was really the only con I could find, and it's not really a deal breaker. The Wuben E7 retails for $29.99 along with a 5-year free from defects warranty from Wuben when you register your product. You can also purchase the E7 in a bundle that includes the headband and sensor for just $49.97. You can also find the battery extension and the Wuben brand 18650 battery down in the links below in the description. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. Thanks for watching. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.
Hey there, thank you for watching. You can pat this cat.